two of the moves that you're going to have to learn to make to solve the cube are the forward and left-hand logarithms. Both these logarithms are going to get used repeatedly throughout the solving the cube. And like I said, we're going to apply these logarithms at different times, and that's part of the memorization game here, is just knowing when to apply which logarithm. But let's just start out and talk about each of these moves. Like I said, the right-handed one that seems to get used a lot more, and the left-handed one that doesn't get used as much but is definitely needed. So both these logarithms are just 4 simple moves, and I wrote them down here just so you can have a visual picture, let's say, of what exactly I mean here. So the right-hand logarithm is just going to be comprised of 1 forward movement, 1 right rotation, 1 back, and 1 left. The left-hand logarithm is almost a mirror image of it, but it's going to be a forward movement, a left movement, a back movement, and a right movement. And that by itself really doesn't mean a whole lot until you actually see it performed on the cube. So anytime I'm talking about those movements, I'm just suggesting that, we're holding the cube in a particular orientation. And what you're going to see is there's different times where we're intending to have particular sides of the cube up and particular sides of the cube down. That's going to be relevant, but for right now, just to learn the right-handed and the left-handed logarithm, just practice this and see if you can memorize this one. But as I said, let's start with the right-handed logarithm. So let's say we were intending to keep the white side on the top here. So a forward movement starts with the right hand, and it starts with the outer portion of the cube here. So it's going to be 1 movement forward. Then I'm talking about the top side. It's going to be 1 to the right. Then it's 1 back, and then one left. So once again, so forward, right, back, and left. Forward, right, back, left. Forward, right, back, left. That's the right-handed logarithm. As I said, the left-handed logarithm, almost a mirror image of that, but that is going to look like 1 forward movement, 1 left, 1 back, and 1 right. 1 forward, 1 left, 1 back, 1 right. Forward, left, back, and right. So just a couple things to remind you of there. The first movements always start with the sides of the cube, let's say, and then all the movements that are referenced on that sheet that I just showed you, it's always talking about moving the top side of the cube. So practice that and get good at the right-handed and the left-handed logarithms.